Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports Scene. I'm your host Godwin Eki. Glad you can join us because we have a fantastic lineup for you here on Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Plus we also have the highlights of 2013 coming up on the show, so stay with us. Before we start off the show, let's take a look at what we have coming up this evening from all your weekend sporting actions. Coming up on the show, we have the off-season Rugby League update for you. We then have a chat with Tufi Cup Tournament Director Alan Kayo. And also we have our athletes profile for this week. We got to speak with Rugby League player Leroy Kume. Without any further ado, as they give us a rundown on the off-season Rugby League Grand Final weekend.
Connie Tigers Oval in Port Moresby was packed to capacity, seeing the battle of the best of the NCD Governors Cup. Freeway bumpers who smoothly sailed past the Ho'ola Team 2 took on 6 Mile Tigers. Tigers' semi-final match didn't go down well against the Arima Wanderers, but they made it to the final after a replay. It was a tight encounter, seeing both teams displaying classy ball action. Bumpers stuck to their game plan, making sure the ball escaped through both corridors. Tigers are not new on the field, as they work on their skills to have the best for their side. Both teams went to half-time locked at 12 all. In the second half, Bumpers managed to have the crowd on their side, while the Tigers ready to claw. Bumpers tamed the Tigers 2018 at the final Huta.
We'll go for a quick break. See you on the other side for the Tufi Cup. Welcome back, you're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. I know you're all still waiting to see the 2013 highlights of all sporting actions, but for now let's take a look at the Tufi Cup.
This afternoon, today is Tufi Cup finals. Comprises of all the teams of Tufi, and 4 teams from the ladies team made it into the finals, and we have 4 teams from both Pool A and B for men's fighting and battling out for Tufi Cup. The women's team have played the semis this morning, and the 2 teams already advanced and waiting for finals this afternoon, which is Daya and Kobiro. And those who end up their shoes are Reformers and Reggae United ladies. The current games that is in progress now is men's Pool A and B. We have in the knockouts. The knockout is almost finished. We already witnessed a second knockout on Field 2, which seen Kobiro 1 beating Daya into the penalty shootout. Now we have Kobiro 2 and Kabuni 1 battling out for the Tufi Cup semi-finals. So we'll probably have been a penalty shootout. And later in the afternoon we'll have a semi-finals, and the 2 teams advance into the 2 winners advance into the finals. And whilst we'll have the ladies 2 teams will be in finals at the same time.
For the semis of the Tufi Cup, it was a non-battle match between Kabiro 1 in yellow and Deus Stars in green. It was a very tough and challenging match for the 2 teams, as they both tried to block and stop the ball from scoring a goal. It was a tough on-field battle match, as the momentum was too hard to beat for both teams, which led to a goal shootout at the end. Unfortunately, Kabiro 1 dispatched Deus Stars 10 points to 9. On the other field, Kabiro 2 in white played with Kabuni 1 and found themselves in a shootout as well at the end, where Kabiro knocked out Kabuni, scoring 2 goals to 1. You're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Welcome back, and we're now going to be joined by our athlete's profile for this week, and that is Leroy Kume. Leroy, welcome. Tell us about the sport you're currently taking part in.
Rugby league. I started playing rugby league when I was when I was probably still in high school. Rugby league, it's in every Papua New Guineans' blood. They love rugby league. It's our national sport. So yeah, that's it. When I was in high school, I used to play basketball. I even went on playing basketball for Goroka side, and yeah, just basketball and yeah, volleyball, but not really into it.
Okay. All right, back to rugby league. Did you play for other clubs?
Yeah, started playing Goroka and then went to do my tertiary studies in Ley. Also played in Ley for different clubs, and yeah, the recent club I'm with is with the Digital Cup, which is Mendy Muruks, PRK Mendy Muruks, and but my previous club last year was Port Moresby, yeah, Stop and Stop Port Moresby Vipers. My dad is a rugby league legend himself. He plays for the Goroka side, the Lanis and the Islands. So yeah, growing up as a kid, I watched my dad play, and that's where the passion and it builds up, and it made me to take part in rugby also. Yeah, but in everyone's dream, they want to play for NRL. That's the highest goal everyone wants to achieve, or even wear the Kumu jumper. But it all depends on yeah, the commitment and the time you give to whatever you're doing, not just rugby itself, but apart from rugby, in any other sports, you have to basically commit yourself. You give everything you have. So no pain, no gain. Or after every hard work, you earn something. And yeah, basically that. Yeah, I'd say when I was young, I admired David Buko, one of the legend Goroka Lanis and Kumul's fullback. He was one of the outstanding fullback in the country. So yeah, I look up to him. And then come to NRL, there's big stars like Darren Lockyer and yeah.
Do you have when you have spare times, or on your spare times, what do you get up to? What do you do on your spare times?
Yeah, apart from rugby, you've got a family to come to,
Right. I mean, you've got friends.
Yeah, friends and family. Catch up with. And apart from rugby, you've I'm actually working with a law firm, which is Combri and RCA Lawyers. I'm doing a lot of stuff, here and there, just working with them. Yeah, but I was recently come back to Moresby. I was in Mendy the last, I think, 7 months. I was with Mendy Muruks. I was at Kiburu Lodge. It was a good experience. Yeah, and then after coming back, now I'm actually not with a club right now, but I'm in Moresby right now working. So I'll probably find a club here, maybe Vipers or Isapea, if anyone.
Probably after watching the program, someone will try and steal you because you're club, you're available.
yeah, but I might probably see if there's I can play with Isapea or maybe Vipers if there's a team in Moresby, or there's Lakato 2 coming up. So
right.
That's a very hard one, I'd say. Yeah, but basically, when you do something, especially sports, it needs a lot of time and commitment, training and all that. So while I was playing, I was actually unemployed. I don't know, probably because of the time factor. Yeah, but when I'm not playing, I'm working, you see. So, but you can manage, but that depends on what you are doing, what work you're doing, you know.
Men and women out there, what's your advice? What's the message for them?
Well, I used to love that saying big things starts from, you know, small things. So, you know, if you're taking part in any sports, if you're playing an off-season game or whatever you're doing, or if you're even playing touch footy beside at the back of your house or anything, you have to be, you know, whatever you're doing, you have to be so committed. And you once you commit yourself, you have the desire and the determination, you'll be very successful in whatever you're doing.
And that was Leroy Kume. We'll go for a quick break, so stay with us, because coming up on the other side, the Coca-Cola sports scene highlights of 2013 you all have been waiting for. You're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Before we get into sporting highlights of 2013, please don't forget to buy yourself or a friend a Coca-Cola soft drink from your nearest convenience shop. It's been a full-on year of great sport, so much to reflect on and so much more to look forward to in the new year. Without further ado, here are some Coca-Cola Sports Scene highlights of 2013. And what an amazing year it was for all our sporting actions. Well, it's time for me to go. A happy, prosperous new year to you all. Be safe, and thank you so much for being with us through this year. Thank you for watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. You can check us out on Facebook, like our page, and don't forget to tune into Hot Sport for more of the latest sporting actions. Until next Monday evening, I'll see you next week right here, same time on Coca-Cola Sports Scene. I'm Godwin Eki. Bye for now.